Hey guys, your boy Sean Bellamy back with you with a brand new episode of Philly Eagles Talk, and finally, pretty sure I'm going to name that in this Philly Eagles Talk episode. Finally, our Philadelphia Eagles did clinch the number one seed after beating the New York Giants in the regular season finale, 22-16. Not only are we division champs, we are the number one seed, officially number one seed in NFC, where so basically means that any team that comes to us and has to face us in the playoffs, it has to go through Philadelphia, has to go through Lincoln Financial Field. Excuse me, which is great. I told y'all last week after that pathetic, embarrassing, stupid loss to the New Orleans Saints, where we last week, like I said, where we should have taken care of business. I was not gonna get on here this week and get all super excited. If we, that we have to wait, we had to wait till the last week of the season to finally clinch it. And let it be, Lord behold, we actually went up against the New York Giants, second, third string guys. Saquon Barkley, Daniel Jones, a lot of their players on defense did not play this game. And the Eagles still needed an entire game to hold on 22-16 against the against the New York Giants. So no, I'm not here to go, yeah, man, we're number one seed, stuff like that. I know I sound like a buzzkill, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'll give it probably like by tomorrow or Monday, or Tuesday. I'll be really excited and be like, yeah, man, this is great. We're number one seed. We get to chill for a couple of weeks. All right, let's go. Let's get to it. Try to get to the Super Bowl, stuff like that. But for right now, it's just like it's more so not even like the. My attitude is like, all right, man, we're number one seed. That's great, and let's just go. Let's just go forward. But I wasn't really happy watching the Eagles today. I understand that as I was, constant Eagles fans would hit me up telling me, yo, Sean, don't worry about the game plan. Don't worry about the play calling. It's all supposed to be vanilla. It's supposed to be safe. All that stuff is what you heard Eagles fans saying all day. Some Eagles fans, other Eagles fans like myself was very confused and baffled on how the Eagles approached this game. I understand, and let me say this right now, and I'm saying we was confused by the play calling, but let me say this before I go any forward. I understand that you don't want to show your entire hand, entire game tape, whatever, if you try, super, super hard against the Giants' second, third stringers. Because obviously that game tape is going to be watched by a potential opponent in the playoffs. I get that. But I still think the Eagles' game plan, the play calling by Nick Sirianni and Shane, offense coordinator, was weird and awful. Because, yes, I understand you don't want to show your entire hand and show our whole game plan, but I still think they should approach this game, in my opinion, with, we're going to go out there, we're going to punch these second, third string Giants players in the mouth and just get off the field by at least mid-second quarter, at max third quarter. The Eagles starters, both offense and defense, played the entire game. They played the entire game. Like I said, we won 22-16. We was up 13-0 going into, I think, the third quarter. And you were hoping, boy, we come out, we got the ball second half, let's get a touchdown and go up 20-0 or whatever, and boom, be able to sit our guys down and chill because the Giants really could not move the ball that well in the first half against our defense. In the second half, they did, but that's for me later to talk about. But we did not. We settled for, I think, 3 more field goals. We was up 13-0, 16-0, 19. Yeah, we settled, I think, for like 3. We settled for field goals basically for the rest of the game. We and won 22, like I said, to 16. But the play calling to me these last 2 weeks or whatever for Nick Sirianni and offensive coordinator Shane has been just very weird. And to me, I just say bad in general. They, like I said, our starters played both offense and defense. It means our offensive line played, except Lane Johnson because he's out with injury, and also Miles Sanders and our running backs played. When we ran the ball in the game against the Giants, we was doing very well. Again, this is their second and third stringers. But for some reason, Nick Sirianni and Shane are still pass heavy once we got Jalen Hurts back. Like they were last week against the Saints when we had Gardner Minshew, our backup quarterback, when we should have ran the ball a lot more against the freaking Saints. I don't know how many times, they got to hear the fans of Philadelphia literally fake cheer or mock cheer, whatever, every time the Eagles go pass heavy in the game, and then when they finally give the ball to the running back, the fans lose their mind in Philadelphia because they're like, yo, finally you guys run the ball. I don't know how many times I don't know if I was probably going to check Twitter, but if they just check Twitter and check the hashtag #FlyEaglesFly, you can see how many Eagles fans, including myself, is screaming for them to run the football and stop being so goddamn pass heavy just because we know how good Jalen Hurts is. I don't get it. And I really hope it does not bury us in the playoffs. Today against the Giants, like I said, when we ran the ball, we did very well running the ball, but there was so many times they still settled. We would get like a 10, 12-yard run by Boston Scott or Miles Sanders or Kenneth Gaineswell, and then when the Eagles would go right, the coaches would go right back to calling 4 straight pass plays. Nick Sirianni literally told the sideline reporter at halftime, once we came out in the second half, he told the sideline reporter, I want to lean more on the run game this half. And then the first possession, he threw the ball like 4 or 5 straight times. We was 1-5. We was 1-5 in the red zone. And we got, I swear, there was time, I think we was at the 2-yard line once, and I think the other time we was at like the 5 or 6-yard line. And from the first and goal went on, they refused to run the football. Or they run the ball maybe one time and we get a little closer, and then they go back to passing it. Again, we're facing the Giants' second, third string defense, and we refuse to run the football. I do believe wholeheartedly if we would have ran the ball in those situations in the red zone, we would have scored a couple touchdowns and would have been able to take our guys out before the fourth quarter. But Nick Sirianni and Shane was hell-bent on having Jalen drop back and throw the football. Again, I know, I'm sorry I sound like a buzzkill, and I get it. You know, we're number 1 seed, the best record I think that this team's had in franchise history, all that stuff. I won't sit here and say this is not all great news, and I'm pretty sure I'll be waking up tomorrow, going to work like, this is great, let's go. I can't wait for the couple weeks to see what happens in the playoffs. But dude, right now, it's just like, all right, I'm really excited for Jalen. I thought Jalen, it's great seeing Jalen Hurts out there. I'm going to say real quick for end this video, I don't know what the hell is wrong with some Eagles fans out there. There was a good amount of them shitting on Jalen, saying, dude, he doesn't look good. Oh, my goodness, man, why are you throwing that ball? Jalen sucks right now. Dude, he just came back from fucking injury. What did you expect, man? He's going to look rusty. If you did not expect Jalen Hurts to look rusty in this game, I don't know what the hell to tell you. The man is going to look rusty. Have you ever seen a player come back and immediately dominate after being out 3-4 weeks? The man is rusty. Quarterback position, it takes a while to get into. And and again, also side note, I was actually okay with it at first when I was looking back on it, like, okay, I can see why they're throwing the ball a little bit, a lot, not a lot, but a good amount in the first half because they wanted to probably test his shoulder. I get that, but it still didn't. I didn't like the fact that there was time. He got sacked 3 times in this game. I just don't know why we've put him in them situations. Because the Giants was bringing heavy-ass blitzes. They was really trying their best to get to Jalen, where Jalen couldn't even sit back in the pocket for longer than like a second before he had to throw the ball away to avoid getting hit. But he got sacked 3 times. They weren't, crazy hurt, crazy tackling, but any hurtful sacks. But you don't want to see him get hit or touched like that at all when he just came back. But thank you, football gods. Really, him or no one did not get hurt in this game, both offensively and defensively, which is really, really good. But no, I mean, listen, we're number 1 seed. I'm going to say it right there. Like I said, I apologize for sounding like a buzzkill, but I don't know. This coaching staff worries me. I think that's the biggest thing from this video. This coaching staff worries me, man. If they do not, I just hope they go back to what they was doing in the first half of the year, man. Like, just keeping it simple. I really hope that they go back to being a balanced team. Because even if you want to say, Sean, in this game, they're going to be, there was being, soft, have vanilla play call and everything. It doesn't, dude, they have really become a pass-heavy type of unit these last couple of weeks just because, which I don't know why. I'm saying because I have no reason. I really hope in the playoffs they go back to what worked for them, and that is running and passing the football. And definitely running. The Eagles, you could argue, is way better as a running team. And I'm not trying to, that's not take against Jalen in the passing game. Passing game is great. But the running game really does set up. It's not a cliche. It really sets up the Eagles team. When they could run the ball with Jalen, Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gaineswell, Boston, when they could run the ball behind that great offensive line, dude, we are nearly unstoppable. Because it sets up those pass plays to Dallas Goedert, to Devontae Smith, to A.J. Brown. All that, it's just, I really hope, dude, they go balanced show this playoffs. I really don't want to get on here and say, dude, our coaching is the reason why we lost this freaking game, dude. It is really, really, please, I hope they don't try to be clever. I hope they don't try to outsmart everybody. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Do what has gotten you to this point, man. Please, Nick. Please, Shane. Please, John again. Please, just please, and adapt. Please. I really hope the coaching is not the reason why we lose in the playoffs, dude, because they want to be all cute and clever and try to do the absolute most. But that's it, you guys. Ended here. Number 1 seed. We won't play for another couple of weeks. The rest of the playoffs is set. Besides, I think the 7th seed, I think the Packers and Lions is playing right now. So we'll find out who gets that 7th seed. But again, that doesn't have no effect on us until, like I said, the NFL wildcard weekend is finished next week. So I'm out, you guys. Peace.